I created something called the Rule of Five that I talked about. Do you remember that Rule of Five?
Yeah, man, totally.
Well, you want me to talk about it or no?
Let's do it. I like it. Yeah,
All
let's
right.
roll. I love
It's
it.
very simple. There's 5 rules that define the value in this business. Again, this is particularly for the lead-based life insurance business. Okay, Medicare. I don't do Medicare. I'm sorry. I don't do health. I don't do much health. But what I do very well, I think my organization is help families with life insurance, and we provide that for them. But I think there's 5 keys to success in this entire business.
Hey, welcome back to the CA Power Players podcast. I met a dude, man, that is a freaking genius, right? We were hanging out. He was on the 30-person jet on the Ultimate Agent Tour, and he spit some game. Please welcome, I think the first time to channel, maybe, or maybe second. I don't know. Should have been the 200th time. Frank Brenes.
What's up, Cody? Woo!
Dude,
Turn it up, baby.
I feel it, man. I feel it. I like your energy.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, about that jet, that was so fun, but it was so much work too, right? People don't know that. So everybody, I just want to pause for a moment and just give a little bit of gratitude to the man, the myth, one making it happen for everybody. Thanks, Mr. Cody Askins.
Thanks,
Check this out.
Appreciate you.
This guy's the hardest worker in showbiz. He really is.
My
Him
team.
And his crew.
Yeah.
You didn't see that. I think we put it up a couple times, man, that you were lugging away. Look at this. I get a call. That's my automation system.
He's working. Dude, okay, so talk about that. So your automation system is working while we're working. What's happening over there?
Yeah. Here's the thing. The days, the long gone are those days of analog, man. Everything now is digital. So welcome to the digital space.
Yes.
Space insurance agents. Yeah. So we just had an inbound call right now. And it was based off of someone physically filling out a mortgage protection lead. And I know the mortgage protection right now is kind of tight, but still, you could still market to them. They still need protection, right?
Yep.
And so this person just did an inbound call right now. They wanted to talk to me a little bit, so I put them on hold, and it automatically sends them a text message once you kind of put them on hold. It said, "Hey, I'm with a client right now. Thank you. I'll be with you in a minute. You have anything in particular you want to talk about?" Something like that. Something cool. And so yeah, man, you got to surround yourself with this stuff called digital, man. What's up.
That's it, dude. I mean, you talked a lot about that on the tour, by the way. Okay. For those that haven't heard of you or done a lot with you yet, like your team, I think you're the fastest growing team within your organization. You're using you're helping a lot of agents, and you're using a lot of tech.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is unique and different. That's what I like about Frank, man, is you've been in, the app game in the tech world, and you're like a wizard that is in insurance now.
Well, I mean, I appreciate you saying that. That's nice. But in reality, guys, I'm a salesperson first, That's who I am. That's how I've always been. Matter of fact, funny story really quick before I jump into that. I had one of my older brother, he's a CPA, and he said to me, he goes, "Man, if you can make a living talking, you're going to be very wealthy." And I took him up on that. This was when I was about 8, 9 years old. And so just thought I'd throw that back out there with him.
Yes.
I appreciate him, but yeah, I mean, listen, so we've helped ever since coming on board with you and not coming on board, but being part of your organization and letting me kind of into the kind of the ins and outs and being, having the privilege to speak on stage at that 5-city tour, which was phenomenal, man. It was amazing. I've had a lot of success, man. People want to know what the heck we're doing, and it's very simple. We basically, what I'm doing is just make an impact, helping agents, man. That you created this whole entire thing based on that 8% nation, brother. Yep. So same kind of thing, but I'm not looking to be, an influencer like you. Thank God we have them. Right? That's what you are. You're an lead-based insurance market influencer.
Thanks, bro.
So, I mean, phenomenal job in what you've done with your organization, you and your lovely wife, man. I mean, didn't I see somewhere that you just picked up a plane or something? What's that all about?
Nah, well, the pre-buy inspection actually didn't go the way I wanted, so I didn't get a plane yet. Okay,
Okay.
but I did buy my wife a GLE 53 AMG coupe on.
All right. So for all of you that don't know what that is, that's a Mercedes.
Yeah,
And it sounds like a nice Mercedes.
it's
But
really nice.
congratulations, man. I mean,
Thanks.
I think, you know what? What's weird is we go back about whether you think you know it or not, but I think we go back, I think 4 years when I started this lead-based life insurance. I actually reached out to your organization and I tried some of your final expense leads at the time. It was just Cody Askins. It was just your system, secure agents,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
And so I tried it, did pretty good. And I kept purchasing some final expense, but that wasn't really my market.
Yep.
And I remember someone telling me, because I remember dealing with you, bro, and you were, just like you always are, man. You're an honest dude. You try to help out. And I remember all of a sudden, this agent that was working with you disappeared, and he contacted me. And I said to him, I said, man, what happened? Why aren't you there anymore? And he tells me, he goes, well, Cody's doing this thing that I don't think anybody's going to buy into this thing that he's doing. I said, well, what is that? And he says, well, he thinks he can go out and speak to those agents and be independent and just be a source of information for them. I'm like, dude, that sounds awesome, man. And then look at you now. It's been what, 4 or 5 years, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
4 or 5 years and pretty damn successful, man.
Thanks, bro. Right? Appreciate you, man. Look at you using your time to talk about me.
Hey, it's all about you, man. You're the influencer here, baby.
Dude, you're awesome, man. That's what I like about Frank is like he's for those that didn't get a chance to be a part of the tour and see him speak, he's all about bringing value to others, man. When he speaks, he's not talking about himself. He's not talking about, boring stuff. Frank's talking about Frank, and like being Frank, if you know what I mean, and like sharing value frankfully.
Right. Well, here's the thing, guys. I think everybody knows it. They come here, they're looking for something, man. Mm-hmm. They're looking for the rawness of this. They don't.
Yes.
They've already gotten pummeled enough by purchasing leads or running a market or doing something, right? And they just want to come somewhere where there's community and go, hey, what are these guys doing? And is this true? Can there be some successful people? And I think you've done a really good job of that. And that's why I think you get a massive amount of feedback and audience, man. I really do. It's and maybe this is a promotion for someone going out and doing this. It's not as easy as it is, as you put it, or as you do it. And I'll tell you what, man, and that's what it's all about. In this Ultimate Agent Tour, I think one of the things that I talked to you about was, look, I didn't want to make it about me, and I certainly didn't want to make it about something else. I want to make it all about the agent and how to really impact that agent that is actually looking to invest not only their money, but their time into this, man. Think of how many out there are married and you're with your wife or your spouse, your husband, whatever it is. And, that time that you could be spending with them, you're choosing to spend it building your future. And so I commend you guys for doing that. And then, so what I wanted to do is just provide some basic tools that helped myself get to become a 7-figure agency in less than a year. And it can be done, Cody. Here's the thing. It can't, where else can you plug it in, right?
7-figure life insurance agency in under a year is crazy impressive.
Yes, sir. That's the truth. I mean,
mind-blowing.
It's the truth. And the cool thing about it is, where can you plug in and actually do this business, do any business for that matter, and hit 7 figures, right? And it can be done. So if you're listening to my voice, don't give up, and always understand that there is help out there for you. Like Cody can help you out. And then I created something called the Rule of 5 that I talked about. Do you remember that Rule of 5?
Yeah, man, totally.
Well, you want me to talk about it or no?
Let's do it. I like it. Yeah, let's roll. I love it.
It's very simple. There's 5 rules that define the value in this business. Again, this is particularly for the lead-based life insurance business, okay? Medicare, I don't do Medicare. I'm sorry. I don't do health. I don't do much health. But what I do very well, I think my organization, is help families with life insurance, and we provide that for them. But I think there's 5 keys to success in this entire business.
Yep.
And incidentally, I have a video free training, but it'll be probably posted. Cody, you have that link or something so you guys can take a look at that free training.
Yeah, we can post it in the description below. Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple. The first one is you're going to need mentorship. Why do you guys come here? Right? Well, you come here because you're looking for something that you don't have, right?
True.
And so mentorship is key, but not all mentors are created equal. Like I like to say, the example I gave at that Ultimate Agent was take a look at head coaches, right? That's exactly what a mentor is. If you look at I love basketball. I mean, I wasn't gifted with height, right? But I mean, I love basketball. And if you think of the greatest player to ever touch the court, I mean, it's arguable, but I think it's Michael Jordan, right?
Come on now.
Right? But do you agree? I mean, I've looked at some. I love Larry Bird. I'm a big
I do too. But I agree. It's hard not to say MJ.
But the guy that just had that, just everything about him, right?
True.
And then imagine trying to contain that tenacity and that ego in that guy, right? Imagine that. People think, oh, he's a nice guy. He probably wasn't. Just like we talked about Kobe Bryant. I mean, these two are just at the pinnacle, right? So when you had Phil Jackson, right? And Phil Jackson, arguably mentored 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Yes.
And actually 3 with Shaq O'Neal, right? And so mentors are key to this whole thing. And it's not just every mentor. Did you know that Phil Jackson, he actually won 2 championships as a player? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Pretty awesome.
So what does that do immediately? Right? I mean, I have respect for the guy, right? And then he went on to win how many titles? 11? I don't know.
Crazy.
13 with his titles. So again, number 1 is mentorship. The second thing is you need some form of predictability, right? You guys ever go to a Starbucks? I live in LA. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I live in LA. I love LA. I love it. I don't agree with a lot of it, but I love it. But a Starbucks in LA, like if I get my sugar-free vanilla latte, right? I know.
Sugar-free. Okay.
Of course. And so, but when I'm out, Missouri, right? And I go out there, I can have the same thing out there, same thing. So you need some form of consistency and predictability and lead. Well, in this case, in leads. And I think that's very key, especially with today's day and age. I mean, everything is data driven, right? And you guys are experts at creating leads, you have so much data that you guys are going through that you can pretty much predict things, right? Well, why can't we do that in this business? Think about that. So you have to have predictable leads. And then the third that I've seen is very important. I think people are getting it right now, which is activity, not just dialing, but activity through automation. Okay, I'm not talking about just regular dial. You can dial, but you have to earn the right to call that prospect back. I'm going to say that again. You have to earn that right to call that prospect back, because what happens? If you just unannounced give them a call, what do they get? Buzz off, man. I call it the Target approach, where you go into Target and somebody hits you up right away. Hey, do you need help with everything? You're like, no, I'm good, man. I just got to buy some milk for the wife, or like, so I just got to buy something, right? But, and then remarkably, what happens is you go back to that salesperson, you go, hey, you know what? Actually, I'm looking for some collar stays. Do you guys, what aisle would that be on, right? Again, you have to earn that right. So when you do the right form of activity, using the 4 ways to communicate, I won't go into it here. It's a long, long talk, and I know we have a hard stop, but now you're earning the right for you to call them once they've messaged you back or they've called you back. And so now they're interested, and now you can talk to them. No longer are you chasing those leads anymore. And then remember, when you were a kid, you're like, man, I wish I was everywhere at once. Well, welcome to today. You can be there everywhere at once, as you saw right when we got on this call. Somebody called me right now.
Yeah.
So pretty cool, right? And then the fourth thing is you have to have products today which function in the now, right? Instant products. Think about that for a second. How many people out there filled out a form and then you wait, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you're like, okay, this sucks, I'm done, right? But imagine having it instantly. If you want insurance, imagine now that you can have that insurance within 10 minutes or less and actually issuing to the client in their mailbox within 10 minutes. That is powerful. And that is where we are today. That's exactly where we are, right? And then last but not least, and this is a part that you've done amazingly, and that's duplication. You've proven the model, you follow the steps, and duplication now becomes what? It becomes simply recruiting the right people, looking for the right people to duplicate the opportunity to make impact on that opportunity. All right. So that's it in a nutshell. Those 5 little keys, and I dive deeper into those keys, but I think that was my approach. That was my value proposition when I went and looked at this entire thing, and I go, okay, I love it. I'm in the right race. I'm in the right horse. I'm on the right horse. But now, how do I explain it? How do I put a roadmap into that? And I think that's what people are lacking, and that's why I think I told you there was 80 licensed agents from that event that came and are working with me now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah. It's not that I'm a smooth talker. It's just that I want to give it to you exactly how it is, right? Listen, everybody that's hearing my voice right now, you're definitely in the right industry. This industry, like you've said, I think I saw it on your social. I don't know if it was TikTok or Instagram, but you said that this industry has made more millionaires than any other industry. And I actually Googled it, and you were right. You're right. It has. And then check this out. Now let's combine that with the second industry that's made the most millionaires, which is technology.
True.
So you have a winning formula there, guys.
That's right.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's all I got to say. What else is there to say?
I love it. I love it, man. If they want to learn more, where can they go, man? What can they do? How do they read? Obviously, we'll throw the link in the description for them to check out the Rule of 5.
Yeah. The ruleof5.net. The ruleof5.net is easy. You can get an appointment with me. And also, I mean, you have that link below, but the ruleof5.net, actually, on that, you can get a hold of me. I got you front and center on there too, baby. The Ultimate Agent stuff there. But hey, I'm pretty fired up about that too, man. Guess what?
Yes.
I'm going to announce it. You ready? Can we announce one of your Ultimate Agents? She happens to be one of my agents.
Let's do it.
Marissa Milazzo, baby, from Tejas, Texas, Dallas, baby. Watch it. She's coming strong, man. We're just, we're working her out right now. She's like Rocky number 7, baby. I'm telling you, man.
I love it. I love it. Sounds like you got some money. Sounds like you got some money on her taking the crown for Ultimate Agent Season 2, man.
I can't jinx it, but here's what I will say.
That's awesome.
She knows the Rule of 5 pretty damn well. So
yes.
Let's see what happens.
Yes.
I'm fired up, man. I want to thank you for that. It was awesome. Every single buddy on there, which was awesome, was from every different IMOs. I just collectively, pouring into people. I didn't think, just like that one guy that used to work with you that said that could never be done. And man, it was done. It was respectful. It was really, really cool. And I want to thank you for that from the bottom of my heart, brother. I mean that, man. It was
Thank
awesome.
you. You're awesome. I appreciate you.
Yeah, brother.
Buddy. Well, dude, thank you for spending some more time with us. Thank you for being a part of the tour. Thank you for sharing your Rule of 5. And thank you for sharing the Rule of 5. the ruleof5.net.
All right.
You're awesome, man. Appreciate you being on today. Thanks for being back on the channel once again.
Thanks for having me, man. God
Appreciate
bless.
You, brother. Okay, you as well. Thank you guys for joining us for the podcast. Thanks for listening to Frank Brenes. We will see you on the next interview.
Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there.
Hey, it's 2022. Stop freaking chasing people, man. Like, I'm going to teach you right now a 6-step process to attract people in your life versus chasing everyone. Most individuals, they work the warm market. They chase unlicensed job boards to recruit. Like, if you think about insurance, you either